Hi, Maria. Good morning.
Good morning, Diana.
How are you?
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
fine,
Okay,
fine. You?
I'm fine, thanks. So tell me, I want to know what are you doing right now?
I was studying, and my pen was spilled the tinta, and I am a little bit dirty here.
Yeah, I can see. So tell me, do you have all your grades about your exams or not?
Yes, yes, I have all of them. The best subjects for now is pedagogy. I don't know how to say that. Pedagogía.
Pedagogy?
Yes, I have for now 3.5 in that subject.
Okay, great. So how many um, course do you see? Do you study?
Like 7? No, wait, 7 is. Yes, if I count the two virtual, it's 7.
But those virtual are easy or not?
A little bit. Yes, I think, but it take long time too.
Yes, absolutely. So, Maria, I'm happy to see you again. So, as you know, today in our 12th tutoring, we are going to work on present perfect tense, be going to, and the difference between would like to and want to. So, before anything else, I want to know if what do you know about these topics, especially the first one about the present perfect? What do you know about it?
The present perfect, I know that is with the auxiliary have and the participle of the verb. Just that. I don't know in which situation I have to,
Use it?
or I could, no, I can put in, yes, put it, ponerlo.
Okay, don't worry. So I'm going to share my screen to explain to you that topic, right? So please let me know if you can see my
Yes, I can see.
okay, great. So present perfect tense. Before anything else, I'm going to explain to you when to use present perfect tense, right? So we use present perfect tense to talk about experiences. It is important if we have done it in our life or not. It is not important when we did it. For instance, I have been abroad 2 times, right? In these sentences, it is not important when we did it, right? It's important in the times in which we did, right? But it is not necessary to be specific. I mean, talking about dates, no. Only about times, talking about times. The other example, Anna has never broken a leg. And the last one, have you ever eaten sushi? A tip. We often use never or ever in interrogative sentences, with the present perfect tense to talk about experience. So the first use is to talk about experiences. Yeah? That it doesn't matter if we have it done in our life or not. Okay? And don't forget to use never or ever. Ever, especially in interrogative sentences. So, the second use. We use the present perfect tense to talk about an action which started in the past and continues up to now, right? For instance, I have been a teacher for more than 10 years. That is to say that that person who talks in the past, he or she was a teacher, but now in the present, he or she continues being a teacher, right? An action which started in the past and continues up to now or in the present. Another example, we haven't seen Johnny since Friday. Or how long have you been at this school? A tip, another tip. We often use since and for to say how long the action has lasted, right? So at the end of this slide, I'm going to explain to you the difference between since and for. It's easy. Okay, the second use is to talk about an action which started in the past and continues in the present. Third, we also use the present perfect tense to talk about a past action that has the result in the present. For instance, I have lost my wallet. That is to say that right now, I don't have it, right? So a past action, I have lost my wallet, that has result in the present. Okay, the result in this action, in this sentence, is that right now I don't have it, right? It's like that past action provokes a consequence, right? So another example, Jimmy has gone to South America. That is to say that he isn't here now. Another example, have you finished your homework? Is your homework ready? A tip, we often use just, already, and yet with the present perfect tense for an action in the past with the result in the present, right? Okay. For instance, in the last one, have you finished your homework? We could say, yes, I already did it. Okay, I already did it. Like in Spanish, ya lo hice, or ya la hice, okay? So the third use is to talk about a past action, but this or that past action, has a consequence or a result in the present. Now, how to form, okay, before anything else, do you understand all the uses?
Yes.
Okay,
The last use, it seems to French like the participle, the imperfect, I think. So
the
it seems
imperfect. Can you repeat, please? Okay,
it that this use is similar to the French in the topic in the imperfect.
well,
I am,
actually, in French language, this kind of time, it doesn't exist, right? But
but has
we use,
the same. the same use the past action that has the result in the present.
But it could be since how can I say that? Okay, it could be a coincidence, but you have to know that in French language, this kind of time it doesn't exist, but it has or it's related uh, to a tense. It's called. Let me remember. Jusque parfait. Oui, it's the same, but in French language it doesn't exist, right? But it could be a coincidence between the definition.
Yes, I was talking about this, the use, not the time of the present perfect tense doesn't exist, but this use is similar.
Okay, it's a good analogy, right? So let's continue. How to form present perfect tense? Okay, as you know, as you told me before, we make the present perfect tense with the correct form of the auxiliary verb have. That is to say, have or has, taking into account the subject, right? As you know, have is for I, you, we, they, and has for the third person, she, he, it, right? So, and the third form, that is to say, past participle of the main verb. Here is a mistake, it's made, del verbo principal. Okay, to form the past participle of the regular verbs, we add only ed to the infinitive. For instance, work, worked. Here in regular verb, you have to take into account the sounds. There are three kind of sounds, which are id, t, and d, right? In this case, it's a t sound, worked. In this case, it's a id sound, visited, right? Visited. But for instance, here is the same. But for instance, okay, a verb in past with sounds D. For instance, observed, observed, right? At the end, it has to sound D or ID or T. So, talking about regular verbs is really easy, but you have to know uh, the irregular verbs, that it is a large list that you have to learn, right? So, for instance, I have worked as a secretary for 2 years. Have you ever visited the Disneyland? The film hasn't started yet. A tip, you may want to visit, okay, in this case, it is an advice. So here, in present perfect, in positive sentence or affirmative sentence. Okay, in first place, you have to obviously write the subject, and after the auxiliary, taking into account the subject, right? You can write it like this, or you can use a contraction like this. For instance, I have been to Moscow. Or you can say, I've been to Moscow. This contraction, you have to pronounce it I've, or you've, or he's, she's, his, or we've, they've, right? So please, Maria, can you read it? All the sentences?
Yes, I have been to Moscow. You have finished the exercise. He has just gone home. She has already had a holiday this year. It has broken. We have seen this film before. They have bought a new car.
Okay, as you can see, we use subject, auxiliary, and the participle form. In this case, verb to be, right? Been, finished, gone, had, broken. In this case, is a irregular verb like here and here. Seen and bought. Okay, so now talking about negative sentence in present perfect tense. Here, the only thing that you have to do is add not between the auxiliary and the participle form, or add or to do a contraction, right? Like here in this case. So you can say I have not or I haven't. In my case, I prefer I haven't because I consider that is more, it's faster, right? A moment, a moment. Oh my God. Okay. It's faster when you want to talk fast. So please, Maria, read all the sentences.
I haven't been abroad yet. You haven't answered my question. He hasn't been home for 5 years. She hasn't found a new job. It hasn't finished yet. We haven't worked on a farm. They haven't seen each other for age.
Okay. I consider that our next tutoring, we could work on this kind of sounds, past sounds, ID, D, and T, right? Because, okay, in this case, we pronounce it answered. It sounds D. In this case, it sounds T, finished. We can say it finished or answered. No, it's wrong. So we pronounce it answered, finished, worked, sounds T. So in the next tutorial, we will work on that. And it's easy. We can follow some rules to do it, right? So now, present perfect in interrogative sentences. The only that you have to do in this step, is change the place of the subject and the auxiliary. So you have to write before anything else the auxiliary, after the subject, and then the complement, right? So go ahead, Maria, please.
Have I ever done it before? Have you been to the cinema recently? Has he worked here now? Has she already sent the fax? Has it ever been in a crash? Have we done it right? Have they gone home yet?
Okay, so now to talk about interrogative questions, but with W questions, right? It's the same. Just you want to do is, you have to do is place at the beginning in the sentence the W questions. Like for instance, in this case, what, how long, how many times, what countries, where, how long, and where. And this is all, right? So Maria, do you have any questions about the structure of present perfect tense?
Yes, when I put the word ever.
Okay, for instance, in this example, you can see if we are talking about interrogative questions is after the subjects, right?
But what is the function? Ever.
Can you repeat, please?
What is the la función?
Ah, okay,
The
wait. It's like okay, let me see how can explain to you that. It's like when you do an action, but at any time. For instance, it's like in Spanish to say alguna vez, right? For instance, in the
Okay.
first, for instance, in the first sentence, ¿alguna vez lo he hecho antes? ¿Alguna vez lo he hecho antes? Or for instance, here, how could be this sentence in Spanish?
¿Ha estado eso alguna vez en un accidente?
Es como, o sea, yeah. Como alguna vez has estado en un accidente? Something like that. Okay. Yes, tell me.
But it is not maybe automobile, a car.
Yes, it could be an object. It's like impersonal, right? It's a subject impersonal. We could say it. So, the important thing to take into account is the meaning about either. Is alguna vez, right? It's like in Spanish. Like to say, ¿alguna vez has ido a ese lugar?
Okay.
Have you ever go to that place or something like that? Okay. Now it's clear for you or not?
Yes, it's better.
Okay. So do you have any questions? Another question?
No, not for now.
No? Okay. Now we're going to talk about the difference between already and yet. So already means that something happened earlier than we expected. With present perfect already usually goes after have or has and before the main verb. For instance, we've already have our breakfast. When are you going to do your homework? But I've already done it. And the last one, do you want a cup of coffee? Not since I've already have one. Okay. So already is when we expected something, but that expectation happened uh, earlier, right? So before we expected. For instance, here, when are you going to do your homework? Como, ¿cuándo vas a hacer tu tarea? And that person answered, but I've already done it. Como, pero ya la he hecho. Okay? So that person, the person who asked, he or she didn't know if the other person who had to do the task or the homework, he or she have already done, right? And yet means that something that we expected has happened or hasn't happened. We usually put it at the end of a sentence. So, already is when something happened earlier than we expected, right? And yet is something that we expected has happened or hasn't happened. For instance, has the post arrived yet? Or have you done your homework? Not yet. Or haven't you got ready yet? Look at the time. Can you see the difference between these words?
Yes, I am a little bit confused.
Tell me, why?
Because here in jet, it means that we can use in the two use in the two how to say función, no funciones, that something that we expected has happened and already something happened too, but
But
it's yesterday. And
yeah,
here,
go ahead. Continue.
Here is the same, so I don't know how to different.
Well, actually, the form in which I identify these words is like I think that already has a positive sense and yet a negative sense, right? Okay, yet is that something we expected has happened or hasn't happened. So, esperamos algo que esperamos que haya pasado o que no haya pasado. For instance, here, have you done your homework? In this case, we expected that that homework is done, right? But unfortunately, it doesn't. And here already is that something happened earlier than we expected, right? So before we've expected. For instance, in the same example, when are you going to do your homework? But I've already done it, right? Now it's clear for you.
Uh, for example, in the example, the second example, we can say, have you already done your homework?
Yes, we could use it to say, ¿ya has hecho tu tarea? But it's not usually to found it in interrogative questions. It's most
Okay.
common in affirmative sentences.
Okay.
And don't forget, already means like a ya in español, and yet todavía o aún. In this case, no todavía, no aún, right? For that reason, I say that this word has a negative sense, right? Okay, we could identify or differentiate this both, taking into account that yet is something that hasn't happened, right? Something like that. Algo que no ha pasado. And already is like a something that has happened. Algo que ha pasado, right? Okay. It's clear or no?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so now talking about for and since, the difference between these words. So we use present perfect tense to talk about action which started in the past and continues up to the present. So we use for with a period of time. For example, a period of time, that is to say a few days, half an hour, 2 years, and so on. And we use since with the time when the action started. For example, last year, June 8th, I meet you, right? So for with a period of time. For instance, a few days or half an hour, that is to say 30 minutes, or 2 years, right? That is to say 24 months, right? This is a period of time. But since we use it in the moment when the action started. For instance, here, I have had this computer for about a year. In this case, a year is a period of time, right? If you want to use since, you have to write a sentence like this. I have had this computer since 2005. For instance, tengo este computador desde el 2005. That is to say that in 2005, you bought that computer, right? Another example. How long have you been at this school? And another example, haven't seen Julia since September. In the second example, you can answer, I have been at this school for 5 years. In this case, we're talking about a period of time. Or we can answer it. I have been at this school since 2020, for instance, or since, well, in this case, no, since 2010, for instance, desde el 2010 or something like that, right? Do you understand? It's easier.
Yes. Is there two possible ways to answer the second question?
Yes, of course. And do you understand the difference between for and since?
Yes, since it's like the exactly period of time, and the other one is a period of time too, but it's for um, it's not so exactly.
Okay, for is when, more or less. Okay, for is with a period of time. That is to say, I'm going to say in Spanish. For is for como un lapso of time, right? But since is when the action, whatever it is, buy, study, work, when the action starts, right? For instance,
Yes.
yesterday I bought I don't know, a smartphone, for instance. So I could say I have had this smartphone since yesterday. Tengo este celular desde ayer. Since means desde, right? And for it's like in Spanish, for.
Yes.
Now it's clear or?
Yes, these ones I understand. Understood.
I consider that these words are easier than already in jet.
Yes, I think that it's more difficult to know how the difference between for and last.
For and what? What is the else?
And last, durante.
Um, yes, of course. You are right. But in this case, we don't use last
Mm,
in this
yes.
tense, right? So, do you have any questions about it?
No, I hope so.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you a video, right? About this topic.
No, it's-
Simón y Juan, ambos invierten en acciones. Simón utiliza eToro para invertir en acciones sin pagar.
Okay, please, Maria, tell me if you can see my screen.
yes, it's work.
Okay, so please pay attention.
Let's learn about the present perfect tense. The structure of the present perfect tense is subject plus have or has plus past participle. Remember, the past participle is the third verb form. For example, with the verb eat, eaten is the past participle. There are a few reasons to use the present perfect tense. The first is when an action started in the past and continues to the present. Be careful. The present perfect continuous can also be used for this reason. Let's look at the example. They have known each other since they were children. Notice we use known, the past participle of know. This action started in the past and is still true now. It's important to note that the word since is commonly used in the present perfect and present perfect continuous. The second reason to use the present perfect is when an action happened during a time period that has not yet finished, such as this month, this year. Here's an example. You have arrived late to work 3 times this month. Here we use the present perfect because this month is not finished. The third reason to use the present perfect is when the action is more important than the time. We use the present perfect to describe experiences. Have you ever fallen in love? Have you ever eaten frog? Have you ever broken a bone? Have you ever seen a ghost? Have you ever driven on a motorcycle? The words just, already, and yet are often used with the present perfect tense. The present perfect can be used for an action that was recently finished. For example, I have just finished running. The word just is very common in this use. Yet is used with the present perfect tense in negative statements and questions. For example, the mail hasn't arrived yet. Yet means not in the time between a past time and now. It should happen soon though. Already is used in positive statements when an action is completed before we expected. For example, I have already finished reviewing all the documents. And now here's some extra information about the present perfect. The present perfect is not used with a specific time in the past, unless the word since is used. For example, I have visited Paris. I have visited Paris last month. The first sentence is correct. The second sentence is incorrect because we have a specific time, last month. We must change this sentence to the past simple. I visited Paris last month. Another example, I have played tennis. I have played tennis when I was a child. The first sentence is correct. The second sentence is incorrect because we have a specific time. We must remove the word have and change this to the simple past. Or we can remove the word when, change it to since, and keep this in the present perfect tense.
Okay, Maria, tell me, what do you think about this video?
These are a review about all we study about that. And the last part, it was, I think, the most important to me for um, for understand better the difference between since and the other one that is what for, because since is a specific time in the
Yeah.
past. I can use
When it's
when.
the action, right? When you started the action, because you can say, for instance, I have studied in 2005. Right? In 2005 is a specific time, but you can use it when you are talking about present perfect. But if you use since, Yeah, it's
It's
possible.
better. It's
Right.
better the sentence.
Because the difference between present perfect tense and past tense is that past tense is when the action finished, right? But the present perfect tense, the action started in the past and continues in the present, right?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes, that is present perfect.
so
Something that
yeah, go ahead.
no, something that happened and up to the present.
Okay, so everything is clear for you, or do you have any questions? I don't know, tell me.
No, I think that is clear. Just I need to practice.
Yes, of course. So I'm going to share with you those links about the slides and about the video. Okay, in the chat you have it both. Okay, so
Okay.
now we are going to talk about be going to. But before anything else, I want to know what do you know about this topic about be going to?
About what?
About be going to.
Being going to
Yeah.
the future.
Yes, of course. Do you know more about it?
I know that is for future and but I don't know what is the difference between the two features, the will and going to. I just use them for the same.
Ah,
Maybe the difference is that going to is for a short period of time that you know that you are going to do something then, but I'm not sure. It's just uh, I'm guess.
don't worry. The only difference is that there are several differences between both, but the main difference between both is that be going to is to talk about near future and will is to talk about further future, right? So going to is to talk about actions that you know that will happen, right? You know it. But will is for actions like you don't know that happen in the future. It's like a prediction, right? It's like a supposition also. Okay.
So is a wrong use, for example, I'll do that
Well, in this
because
case, you use it will because it's an, how can I say that? It's a fast
a
answer.
confirmation.
It's a fast answer. When you want to say something but faster, so you use will, right? Okay. So now I'm going to show you, well, now no. In a few minutes,
Then
yeah, I'm going to show you a video about it. Now, please tell me if you can see my screen.
baby. Yes, I can see.
Oh, if do you like this singer? Yes or no?
So.
Okay. Now, now we're going to talk about going to. So,
I was I was thinking that we are going to talk about
when we want to talk about planned future actions, we use the structure be going to. Remember, planned future actions. For instance, or for example, in the pictures we saw before, that is, or those these are. So when he was a child, Justin Bieber thought, I'm going to be a singer, right? So it was a planned future action for him. I'm going to be a singer, for instance. In our case, we could say, I'm going to be a teacher, right? So it's a planned future action. Now, he is a singer and he has many concerts in all the countries, but he thought it when he was a child. Like in our case now, we thought, or we think, sorry, we think that we are going to work, we are going to do, we are going to be a teacher, or I don't know, a polyglota or something like that, right? So going to talk, we use be going to talk about future planned actions. And we form it with the verb to be, taking into account the subject. That is, for I is am, for the third person, he, she, it is, and we, you, and they, we use are. After, we use going to, and after the infinitive, right? The verb. For instance, I'm going to study English in a few minutes, right? Voy a estudiar inglés en unos cuantos minutos. And don't forget, like, we use going to, that is to say, this preposition, that is to say that the verb that follows is in infinitive form. Now, for example, Fran is going to play football this weekend. That is to say that he played before. Another example, Yasmina is going to dance this evening. She knows she has to go to music school this evening played before, right? Another use of going to or be going to is to express things with a clear evidence that are going to happen. For instance, look at this example, please. Here says, it is cloudy. So, taking into account this use, what could be the next sentence? To express things with a clear evidence that are going to happen. So, it's cloudy. What is the next sentence? What do you think?
It's cloudy, so it's going to rain or
Yes, it is. It's going to rain. So, another use is to express things with a clear evidence that are going to happen. Okay, so another example. Messi is going to throw the ball, so he is going to score a goal. Okay. As a conclusion, we use going to express planned future actions and to express actions with a clear evidence that they are going to happen. And the structure is verb to be plus going to plus verb in infinitive, right? So, Maria, please tell me if you have any questions about it.
wait. To express action with a clear. No, just that is similar to the other future.
Okay, I consider that this kind of time or tense is easy. It's like in French when we talk about future proche or something like that, right? Like,
Yes,
vale.
I think the same. It's
It's the
similar.
same. Yeah, it's the same. So now I'm going to show you a video, but I'm going to share with you these slides. Come on.
Okay.
Okay.
Head and Shoulders hidratación.
Hello and welcome to the Grammar Game Show. I'm your host, Will. And where there's a will, there's a way. And of course, let's not forget Leslie, our all-knowing voice in the sky.
Hello, everyone.
Tonight, we're going to ask you 3 questions about
Be going to. Those 3 little words that are followed by a bare infinitive and let us talk about the future.
Okay, now let's meet our contestants.
Hello everyone, I'm Maya.
Contestant number 2.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tom.
Welcome back, Maya. This is a hat trick for you, isn't it?
Yes, I've won 3 in a row.
And do you like hats?
I hate them.
Good. I wonder what our prize could be. Okay, let's get going. And don't forget, you can play along at home too. Our first round is a video round. Watch the video and try to predict what happens next.
So what do you think? What is happening? What is going to happen?
Going to, I don't know how to say estornudar, to cheese.
No, estornudar is sneeze.
Oh, yes.
You
Yeah.
remember how you can write it or not?
No.
Don't worry.
I know that it's like on double E.
I'm going to write it here in the chat. Come on. Okay. Yeah. It is. Sneeze. Estornudar.
Yes.
But are you sure this is the action that is going to happen?
Yes. Why not?
Okay.
Well, Maya, what do you think?
I think he's going to sneeze.
And what about you, Tom?
I think he's going to yawn.
Let's see who was right.
I love grilled cheese.
Oh dear, you were both wrong.
So what is the action?
What? It was like really weird. I don't know. It was singing.
Yes, of course. So what is this sentence? What is the right sentence in this case?
He is going to sing.
Yeah.
But if you can tell me why we should use be going to here, I'll give you a point. Fastest finger first.
Prediction based
De
on
una.
Leslie?
Well done, Maya. Be going to is used to make predictions about the future based on present evidence.
Well done, Maya. But that's not fair. Where was the evidence that he was going to sing? It was right there. Let's have a look again.
I love grilled cheese. It makes me happy to my knees. I also really love pies.
See? 1 point for you, Maya. On to our second question. In what other way can be going to be used to talk about the future?
Future plans. Be going to can be used to talk about future plans.
For example, I'm going to take a holiday next week. Leslie?
Yes, be going to can be used to talk about future plans. Those are things that the speaker has decided before they talk about them. An example would be, one day I'm going to escape from my box in the sky and see my family again.
Oh, not if I can help it, Leslie. Well done, Tom. 3 points to you. Where are you going on holiday, by the way?
I'm not going on holiday. It was an example.
Oh, dear. Oh, no, 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 no. Minus 3 points for lying. Everything to play for now, guys. On to our final question. In what way can be going to be pronounced in connected or fluent speech? Gonna.
Gonna. People say gonna. For example, I'm gonna win this game.
Oi! Calm down, Tom. It's not your fault she's faster than you. Here's a bonus question. People say gonna, but what should they never do except in informal circumstances?
Write it down.
Well done, Maya. 2 right answers. Tell them, Leslie.
Yes, people often say, I'm gonna, you're gonna, he's gonna, in a very informal style. But we don't recommend that you write it down.
12 points to Maya. Well, that brings us to the end of today's grammar game show. Let's count out the points. And the winner is Maya with 6. Well done. Here's what you've won.
It's a hat.
To go with your hat trick. And you said you love hats.
No, I didn't.
Tom, bad luck, old friend. Did you have fun?
You cheated. I want to complain.
Here come the chickens. It looks like we'll need another contestant. Thanks for joining us. Say goodbye, Leslie.
Goodbye, Leslie.
Oh, see you next time.
Okay. What do you think about this video?
I like it because it was funny and academic too.
Yes, of course, for that reason I like it. So now I'm going to show you a video to differentiate with and going to. Okay. Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome to English Friday on PWC. Hope you enjoy the class. Well, let's start. Today, will versus be going to. We'll learn about how to properly use will, differences between will and be going to, and some examples. I know you can get confused about when to use will and when to use be going to. Well, don't worry, it doesn't matter. Will and be going to are used both to indicate future, so there is no problem if you make a mistake. However, I'm going to show you how to properly use them. Will is an auxiliary verb which indicates future. It doesn't take a final S, and it is followed by the verb with simple form. Then, what you cannot do is she will come, she will to come, or she will comes. Now, when to use will? First, predictions, which are statements about what may happen. Let's suppose you're driving your car on a sunny day, and then it gets really cloudy. Whoa, the weather is awful. I think it will rain. Do you see? Predictions. You also use will with rapid decisions, something that you think in the moment. Now, let's suppose we're in the house and then, oh, the phone is ringing. I will get it. You see, something you decide in the moment. The next situation you use will is with a promise. Let's suppose you're walking with your girlfriend into a romantic night, and then you tell her, oh my love, I promise, I will always love you. Now, be going to. You use be going to when you indicate future, also to make predictions, when you have a previous plan, which is the most important for all points, and when you have evidence or signs that something is going to happen. Let's see the predictions. I was really busy, so I didn't study for the exam. I'm going to fail. Previous plans. Let's suppose you're in a park and then a friend comes and tells you, hi John, what are you doing tonight? Do you want to see some movies? Hi Nicole, well, I can't. I'm going to have dinner with my mom. You see,
No,
this guy has a previous plan. Now, you need to know that when you have a previous plan, you cannot use will. Moving on, evidence and signs. Let's suppose you're in the office and then, hey John, why so happy? Because I saw the boss buying lots of donuts just now. Oh man, we're going to eat donuts for sure. Well guys, this is the end for today. This Friday, my advice for you is make an English chat with some friends.
Okay, Maria, so tell me, what do you think about this video? Is now clear for you the difference between going to, be going to, and will? Yes or not? More or less? So?
Yeah. More, more than less. But I was confusing the prediction, just that, because it's for both.
Yes, in that case, it's for both. It doesn't matter. We can use both to talk about predictions. The only main difference between will and be going to is that be going to is for a previous plan or planned actions, right? And we going to is for predictions. What else? Help me.
Going to is for previous plan and evidence, something evidence, and will is for promise and prediction too, and rapid decisions.
Yes, of course. So talking about predictions, we can use both. But the only difference is that be going to is for planned actions. That is to say, for actions that you plan it or planned them before to do it, right?
Okay.
Now,
Planet. Previous planet. Okay.
now it's clear for you, or?
Yes. I think yes.
Sure. Do you want to watch the video again? But I want you to watch the video, right? The whole video.
Okay.
Because before you were typing, writing, right? Notes. So please, and look at the examples. I consider that they are really good.
Hi guys, welcome to English Friday on PWC. Hope you enjoy the class. Well, let's start. Today, will versus be going to. We will learn about how to properly use will, differences between will and be going to, and some examples. I know you can get confused about when to use will and when to use be going to. Well, don't worry, it doesn't matter. will and be going to are used both to indicate future, so there is no problem if you make a mistake. However, I'm going to show you how to properly use them. Will is an auxiliary verb which indicates the future. It doesn't take a final S, and it is followed by a verb with a single form. Then, what you cannot do is she will come, she will to come, or she will comes. Now, when to use will? First, predictions, which are statements about what may happen. Let's suppose you are driving your car on a sunny day, and then it gets really cloudy. Whoa, the weather is awful. I think it will rain. Do you see? Predictions. You also use will with rapid decisions, something that you think in the moment. Now, let's suppose we're in the house and then, oh, the phone is ringing. I will get it. You see? Something you decide in the moment. The next situation you use will is with a promise. Let's suppose you are walking with your girlfriend into a romantic night, and then you tell her, oh my love, I promise, I will always love you. Now, be going to. You use be going to when you indicate future, also to make predictions, when you have a previous plan, which is the most important of all points, and when you have evidence or signs that something is going to happen. Let's see the predictions. I was really busy, so I didn't study for the exam. I'm going to fail. Previous plans. Let's suppose you're in a park and then a friend comes and tells you, hi John, what are you doing tonight? Do you want to see some movies? Hi Nicole, well, I can't. I'm going to have dinner with my mom tonight. Did you see? This guy has a previous plan. Now, you need to know that when you have a previous plan, you cannot use will. Moving on, evidence and signs. Let's suppose you're in the office and then, hey John, why so happy? Because I saw the boss buying lots of donuts just now. Oh man, we're going to eat donuts for sure. Well guys, this is the end for today. This Friday, my advice for you.
Okay, tell me, Maria, now is clear for you everything?
Yes. Yes, I think it was better.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, yeah. You're like, how can I say that? Like a reggaetonero, something like that.
What?
Like a yeah. Missing yo-yo.
Oh my God.
Oh. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about the difference between would like to and want to. But I want to know if you know something about it.
What I would like, what I would like is like more formal than, yes, it's more formal than the other. The other is like just familiar, something like that. I'm not sure. um, and the other is for something that, yes, something that you want. I would like, for example, um, a cup of tea. So it's just depend of the public, I think. Just that. Just just I know that.
Okay, don't worry. So I'm going to explain to you the difference. So please tell me if you can see the slides.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, I can see.
so please, Maria, read the sentences.
I saw the number. Okay. Um, would you like to be the sun of my life? Oh, yeah. Okay, stay. Oh my God.
No, you already know how to pronounce it.
Okay. Nine, nine, 92. But I'm not sure. This is thousand at the end, the six, or is the okay? I'm going to read like I know. um, 92,955. mm, Well, I don't know is thousand. Okay, I'm going to put here the billion because this side miles. Oh my God, I'm confused. Okay, thousand, million, and billion. 90, 90, 92,955,980, 887,006 miles away from me.
No,
That is that
at
is
the beginning,
weird.
you were doing right. Okay, in this case, it's like
It's
a
billion.
sound. Is in this part, so thousand and million. And at the end, we pronounce it in cis. And that's it. Right? So go ahead.
Okay, 19, 92 million.
Right?
Okay, 92 million. 955 million. Million.
Thousand.
Okay, the first is million. Yes, thousand. 955,887 and
Cis.
6 miles.
Miles. Millas.
Million. Okay, at the end, the point is like an
Cis.
6 miles.
Yeah, and cis.
Okay, I was thinking that, and it was when it was a number one. Do you remember?
No. But in this case, it's and cis because, well, in this case, it's only a number.
Okay. Yeah, that point it was confused for me. I hate that point.
Don't worry,
Okay,
now you know. So
so
continue.
it's million, not billion. That's sad. I lost the test.
Okay, miles away from me. The other,
Wait, I'm going to put this. What do what do women want?
women,
What do what is the first? The right part?
here, women, right?
Okay. What do women want? What do humans want? What do men want?
Okay, now I would like to. Please, Maria, read this.
Yes. Mommy. Yes, dear. What is it? I am hungry. I want a snack. Okay. How about an apple? No, I don't want an apple. Okay. Oh, how about a banana? I don't want a banana. I want to eat a cookie. Okay.
Okay, we use would like to or the contraction to say politely what we want, especially when we're making offers or requests. For instance, would you like a biscuit
Okay.
with your coffee? So remember, we use would like to talk more polite than want, and especially when we want to do or when we want to make an offer or a request.
A request. Yes.
Okay, you have to take into account that verbs that follow would like to are in the to infinitive form. For that reason, they have or it has the preposition to. Like to say that the following verb is in infinitive form. For instance, would you like to listen to that again? I like to get a return tickets for tomorrow. In this case, we use the contraction and we pronounce it I'd, right?
I'd like.
Now, want. We use
My
want
eyes.
to wish for a particular thing or plan of action. Want is not used in polite requests. For instance, I want to eat some chocolate. She wants a meeting with you. That is to say, well, the only difference is that we like to is more polite than want. And we like to we use for making offers or requests. But want is impossible to use it to make requests, right? Only we like to make requests. So here, please Maria, read.
Wait.
Okay.
Mr. Wilson? Yes, Peter, what is it? I would like to take a holiday next month. Next month? Okay. I would like 2 weeks off, please, from February 10th to 24th. We can do that. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
So as you
It
can
was
see, yeah, I was like this. So
yeah, me too.
as you can see here, he is talking about requests. And for that reason, he used would like to. So do you like rice? When you use this structure is to ask about likes and dislike in general. And here is the same. Do you like dancing? It's the same. It's to talk about in general. But when we use would like to, or in this case, would you like some rice? Is, well, in this case, to offer something, in this case, rice. And in this case, yeah, it's an offer. But is to talk about in
Yeah.
general, in specific, right? So we like to in interrogative sentence is more specific than the normal structure that we know. That is do or does. In this case, it's more general, right?
Yeah.
Do you understand this?
Yeah, that is easy.
Yeah.
This is easy.
Okay. So, and this is all. The only difference is that we like to, as you said before, is absolutely, completely polite. And want is like when you wish,
Particular.
yeah, when you wish something and that's it. And you use it with your in informal context, right? So I'm going to share with you this slides. Okay. And now I'm going to show you a video. Do you have any question, Maria, about this final topic?
No.
Okay.
Hi guys, this is Kenny from English again, and today we're going to be learning about the difference between I would like and I want. So what's the difference between them? Let me tell you, I would like is used when you want to be polite, when you're having a polite conversation or a formal conversation. It could be used in a sense of wishing or in a sense of you desiring something but wanting to be polite about it. So let's say you're at a restaurant and you want to order a dish and the waitress comes ahead. You would say, I would like to order this dish, please. So that's polite. That's being polite. When you want to use I want, it's in a more informal conversation. So it's in a sense of commanding. It's in a sense of you having a strong willingness to want something. So let's say, for example, I want ice cream now, or I want cookies now. This is a strong willingness of wanting cookies or wanting ice cream. And it's not polite to say, I want this. It's in a sense of an...
Yes, Maria, tell me.
Oh no, it's an example for me.
Informal conversation. So always remember, when you want to use I would like, be in a formal conversation. You say it when you're in a polite manner. But when you say I want, make sure it's not with strangers. Make sure it's not in a formal conversation, or that's not gonna go well. So this was our lesson for today. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you now know the difference between I would like.
Okay, tell me, it's clear for you the difference between I would like to, and want to?
Yes, yes. I think
that is a
impossible that not.
really? Okay, now Maria, I'm going to make you the host to do exercises, right?
Okay.
So okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and now you can share your screen. Okay, I can see.
Okay.
So the first exercise, you have to make the present perfect. It could be positive, negative, or interrogative sentence, right? So you have to
Okay, you
taking into account the words that you have there. You have to
okay.
form to form a sentence with those words, but in present perfect tense, right?
Okay. Oh my God. I don't know if irregular or irregular. I'm going to search.
It's irregular.
Ah, yeah, with T. If
Yeah,
I'm wrong,
with PT.
wait. You, why this is so small? You have keep. But you, what? For not to say that the pet's death, I'm not going to put in negative form.
Okay.
Have you? Yes, have you eaten? Have you eaten Thai food? Thai food before? No, I don't know how is that. Mm, has it
Type is like a
rained?
food about that place. That is Tailandia. Comida tailandesa.
Could you repeat, please? I don't listen very well.
Thai food is food that is about that place. That is to say,
Oh yeah, but I don't know what is the food. If it's pasta or rice.
I consider that this kind of food is for us, it's really weird.
Really? I have to search. Has it rained? Rain. Rain is regular verb. Rained.
What do you
I'm
think?
going
I
to say.
consider that needs tutoring is mandatory to work in irregular verbs and in the sounds.
Yes, but it's first in the English class. We are just uh, mm, arrive to big numbers. This is a little bit advanced.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's the same, no? Right? Oh my God, I'm really
Yes,
close.
it's fine. It's fine. It's right.
Ah, yeah, yeah. It's regular. Well, a little bit. Okay. Yes. Who have we forgotten? Forget. It's with double T. Forgotten. Forget.
It's irregular and it's easy for
Yeah. It's
no.
forgot.
Yeah,
Forgotten.
is forgot. In the no, in this case is
Forgotten. No.
forgotten. Yeah, forgotten. Is
Forgotten. Forgotten. Oh
forget.
my God, I am lost. Forgotten. I have to learn this all because I am in my mind is just a disaster. All the verbs
Don't worry.
forgotten.
Let's tutoring. I promise we work on that.
Jesus Christ. Okay, this is we haven't we haven't
Heard
heard with D.
with
No, it's with
me.
D. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's already can be in the at the end of the sentence. No,
No,
already.
only yet. In
Oh,
this
okay.
case, we could,
I was thinking that it was
I consider that in this
weird.
case we can change already for yet because remember that already is for positive sentence and yet for negative
We haven't.
sentence.
Ah, okay, yeah, because it's negative.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are right. I was I am going to put the already in the after the verb
It's in
and
the
it's
middle,
negative.
right?
What?
It's in the middle. Talking about
Yeah, in the middle.
positive sentence. Okay. Okay.
Ah, yeah, after the auxiliary verb. He hasn't for, for forgotten. Just like
Forgotten.
forgotten his his books. And here, she has still
No.
still no is that weird
It's regular.
still
Regular. Still stolen.
yes. So, still what is the past normal? Still stolen?
Stolen.
Ah, okay.
In that case, it's right.
If the word was in past, it was like that. All
Yeah.
okay. All the chocolate, 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 chocolate. Oh my god.
It's easy because it's regular.
Yes. Have I explaining? Explain. Well, yeah, very well. Who has he met? It's met, yeah?
Yeah,
Isn't
it's
it?
regular.
Recent,
Recently.
recently. Sorry. Recently. How have we finished already? How have we already finished? This question.
Yeah.
I
In this case, I consider that we can use it.
okay. Have we already finished? Has he studied Latin? I don't know. Have I known
Yeah.
him for 3 months? 3 months. It's not question. What are you talking about? where where have you here is studied? Studied Eric. What countries have they?
It's regular.
Oh yeah, I was I was lost.
No worries.
Visit in Europe. Okay, we are fine. Has he? This is irregular.
Yeah, but it's the same. It's irregular, but it's the same in the three forms.
Mhm. Yeah. She left her phone in a taxi. Oh my god. Has she left? Left left
Yeah. Yes, it is.
her phone in the taxi. I am not so upset. What I was thinking.
You did the previous sentence in positive or in interrogative.
Oh my god. You have a very good eyes. She has, yes.
Thanks.
We haven't Those our thing. Yeah. We don't have. Okay. She. Okay. As here it has. She called her mother. Has he taken a taxi? She has gone to the library today. Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
now here you have to put the verb into the correct form, present perfect tense, like in the first one. It's negative and the verb is work, have not worked. And you have to do the same with the rest.
come on, mine. You can. We have both. Both. We have both. But it's okay. Yeah, it depends of the between parentheses. We haven't planned
Yeah,
our holiday. Where have you been? He has
the regular.
no. Wait, like that? Voice road.
Yeah, yes it is. It's like that.
Yeah, yeah. she hasn't. She hasn't seen
Yeah,
him for a long time. Hmm. We are on fire. Have you been, been at school? That is sad. School, not a star. Hmm. It haven't started yet.
yeah. Happen? Are you sure?
Oh, hasn't. Yeah, it's school. Hasn't started
Yeah.
yet. Has he
Spoken.
spoken? I was in doubt. Oh, no. Oh, dudando. How to say dudando? Doubting?
Dudando, like how can I say that?
He's spoken to his what?
We could use
He hasn't had the time yet.
we can
Have
use hesitate or something like that. Doubting.
what? Doubting.
Doubting or
I was doubting.
hesitating. Yes, hesitating. Doubting. Doubting is more common. Like
Okay.
a verb.
This one also with present perfect.
Yes, absolutely.
They have lived. Yeah. Yes, it's present perfect. They have left London this month. He has no. Or is like I we. Is like that or we're seeing
Road, missing, let me see, missing T.
without T.
Yeah?
Okay.
No, with T. Missing T.
Ah. Okay. It's with T. With T. With T. He has told me. Yes.
Yeah, of course.
I'm
Same in the past and participle.
okay. It's the same. Okay. get, got, gotten.
Yeah.
And then for okay, she has just come.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's the same.
come.
Yeah.
Come, came, come.
Yeah. It's the same.
I have I have been director. I think the director has left the town. Paint. I have painted
Yeah.
the office.
Regular.
We have known her since she arrived to our city. I have forgotten your name. He has closed the door. He has done it. We left him. I have given
Yeah.
him my last penny. What is penny?
Pen.
Money? Money?
A penny is like a, yeah, it's a coin. It's like a
Okay.
pesque or centavo.
Okay. Right. I have pain in my eyes. I don't know why. This order have no has lid or lid.
Le,
I
no,
don't know. What
with
is lid? Permitted?
L-E-G. With G.
Ah, with D. Lid.
Yeah.
Lid?
Like, no, only L-E-G. L-E-D.
L-E-D. Okay.
Yeah.
What is lid?
Is
What
a
lid?
guide. It's the same meaning about guide. Guiar, dirigir, right?
Oh, okay. Thank you. Has led. These are regular verb. Okay. He has written.
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 Written. The
Written.
sound, yeah.
Okay. He has both. Both.
Yeah. But
Both.
look, it's regular.
Look. I'm going to zoom this. Okay. I have bought. He has worked in pound,
Found.
pound,
Found. Yeah.
pound, pound. He spoke. Okay. The children have eaten. You have read.
Yeah, it's the same.
Read.
The pronunciation change. Infinitive?
Like
Yeah.
read and read. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, it
Okay.
is.
Our team have win it. I don't know.
Are you sure have?
Ah, yeah, it has. Yeah, I was writing in the first prize. Win.
Won.
Win. Yeah, one.
Oh,
I was.
yeah. Or you can say, well, it's better use won, but you can use win. That is to say with another N and IG. But it is better one because it's irregular. But both are possible.
Like for example, this. Win it.
Yeah, both are possible.
Okay, I'm going to put answer. My little daughter has what?
Okay, now you have to put the verbs into the correct forms, that is future forms. Use going to, like at the sample.
Okay. Okay, they are going to meet.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Sweet stew. Stew. Yummy. I like stew. I'm going to wear blue shoes tonight. I don't have blue shoes. We are. We aren't. We aren't
Yeah. Negative sentence.
going to help you. That is so selfish. Jack. Jack. Sorry, Jack. Is going to walk home. He's going to take a bus. Okay. Are are you going
Yeah.
to cook dinner? Yes, it is omelette. Sue aren't no isn't
Yeah.
isn't going to
Sure.
share her biscuits. That is awful. Are they going to leave the house? Yes, please. Is she going to take part in the contest? I hope so. I'm not going to spend my holiday abroad this year. Okay. The next question.
Okay, in that exercise, you have to choose who like to and the main verb, taking into account the sense of the sentence. The sense. Sorry.
Okay. Jesus. Oh my goodness. So here is
So
the modal verb.
no.
Well, then no,
We are working on we like to
it is
versus want to, right? So the first
okay. The first one is the depends of the rule. So we have no. We would like.
we are working. We would like to versus want to. In this case, we are working.
There is no want to.
Like right? So yeah. And after you have to choose the main verb. Taking into account.
Yeah, because here is no want.
No. It's only about would like to.
Versus well, we would like to order or okay to have a pizza
Are you sure?
or to make a pizza. To
Yeah.
make.
I consider it's verb make.
Okay, make. It's not normally my well. I would like to go to restaurant.
Yeah.
Jane would like to see the film or what? But they would like to visit London.
Yeah.
They would like to I would like to talk to you. Yeah, it's an important.
Okay, now you have to order the sentence. It's about want. Want to.
Okay. I want to be a nurse. A nurse. Yeah. I want to be a nurse. No, that's that. He he wants to.
Yeah.
He wants to. He wanted to be a builder. Bull. Builder. Builder.
Builder.
I don't want. I don't want to be an electrician. Electrician. I don't want to be electrician. What is the pronunciation? Electrician?
The pronunciation is electrician. Sean.
Electrician. I don't want to be an electrician. Do you want do you want to be a, a plumber? No, I don't want to be a plumber.
It's like a plumber. The pronunciation is plumber, not plumber.
Plumber. Okay, thank you. Plumber. Does she want to be a teacher? Maybe. It's a good decision.
It's the main job with this degree.
Yeah. What do you want? Well, okay. What do you want to do when you are older? A teacher. Or traduction. Traductor. I don't know how to say traductor. Translator.
Translator, right? Traduction, no. It doesn't exist.
Yeah, I am crazy. Do you, I don't know, what? What do what do you want to do on Saturday? I don't know, I want to dance, but where?
Okay, now you have to choose the correct answer.
Okay, he to buy a new pair of jeans for his braid. Please, but
It's about what? Yeah,
okay.
Jenny? It's about what, but you have to choose the correct answer.
Okay.
What do you think? It's easy.
Yeah, this is not, but I don't know. Okay, he wants to buy a new pair of jeans for his bear. Okay, yeah, it's obviously. They to go to the cinema because it's very expensive. It's negative. Don't want to. Don't want. Because it's very, sorry for the background. It's a lot of noise. The cinema because it's very, what?
Well, in this case, it's wrong. It's very expensive. This
Yeah,
line
very
is wrong.
expensive. It's very expensive. I don't want to be a teacher. My God.
Doesn't make sense.
Okay, my brother wants to be an actor when he's older because he loves cinema. I don't have brothers. When I am older, because I am hate children. when I am old, I don't want to be. I don't want to buy. I don't want to be a teacher. No, but it is with
You sure?
S to
That,
be a teacher.
yeah.
To be a teacher. Is right the
In this
same?
case, it's wrong, right? But taking into account that the other has an S, so
Okay.
Abby.
Okay. I want to visit Africa because I want to be a what? Oh my god.
Well, in that case, it's not literally, right? It's not literal.
Yes, I want to see. Oh my god. I like this exercise. It's so funny.
Yeah. Okay, this is all right. Yeah, it's the same page.
Okay.
Okay, Maria, tell me, what do you think about these topics, these exercises?
I like it. You know that I like all that you put in this tutoring. So I don't know how to say about more. O demás, no sé qué más poner por demás. It's so amazing, you know. I like them.
Okay, Maria, thanks. So, in our tutoring, in this tutoring, I chose this kind of exercises in videos to make this tutoring like more funnier, right?
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because you know it's hard. The week is hard, and also we have the tutoring, so it's a funny time to do tutoring. It's not boring. You, I think that you learn more.
Yes, of course. And taking into account that it's a 2-hour tutoring, I consider that for that reason, I select a good teaching material for you especially, right?
Yeah, I know that is each tutoring is better than the last one.
Yeah. And well, Maria, I want to know what topic or topics you want to work on the next tutoring. Maria, are you there? I consider that you lost. I lost you. Okay, yeah. Okay, Maria has problems with her computer. It's a little crazy, her computer.
Oh yeah, I'm back. I don't know how
Okay,
what happened.
okay, don't worry. That happens to me always. So I want to know, what do you work on the next tutoring?
Oh, for now I don't know well because you know I am a little bit delayed with some topics. So maybe after
After, yeah.
I am back again, finally.
Worry.
You know, yeah, me too. I'm sorry. Um, I don't know because I'm a little bit delayed with some topics. So maybe after Wednesday, I tell you about what I want to work on it. I'm sure that
You are sure about what?
okay, I'm back again. um,
Okay.
about what I was talking about.
You are,
Okay, yeah.
you were saying that you are sure about, but then I lost you.
Yeah. After one of the interview, what topics I want to work,
Yeah.
but I am sure that I need to practice the pronunciation of ed on the the past of the sound verbs.
Yes.
That is one topic,
Okay, yeah.
and I
Here
have
that,
to consider.
yeah, I consider that next tutoring, we can work on pronunciation about past, about ID, T, and these sounds, and also about your regular verbs, right? To practice how to conjugate this kind of verbs in all times, right? In past and participle, right? And obviously, if you have another topics, we are going to work on that, right?
Okay, yeah, you're
Okay.
right.
And I want to know if do you have any questions? I don't know.
Well, not for now, but when I'm going to do exercise for now for to know if I learn well. But I think that yes, it was clear, and I was really focused on the topics. So I
Yeah,
think
and I like that, and I appreciate that. Okay. So, Maria, I wish you a really good week. And please don't forget if you have any questions to type me on WhatsApp. Okay. And
yeah.
thanks a lot for your time. Okay. And for your attention. For all. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
For,
Thanks to you too, because I know that it's not easier to prepare those things. So thanks to you too, and for to applaud the activities and those things.
okay.
So thank you.
Thanks. Don't worry. You know, the idea, the main thing here with this tutoring is that you learn and I practice my professional process, and you too. This is the idea. So please don't forget here in the chat, you have all the links if you want to review something. So you
Okay.
go ahead, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank
So
you to
see you
you.
soon.
Please take care and see you soon, the next week, right?
Okay. You too. Have a nice week.
Have a,
See you.
likewise, take care, see
Take
you.
care.
Bye.
Okay. Oh my God. Se trabó otra vez. Se trabó. ¿Por qué se trabó? Bueno, esto se trabó.
Maria, don't forget to make me the host. Okay, thanks. Okay, so this tutoring is
I need to
finished.
leave.
Don't worry, Maria has problem with her computer. Okay, don't worry, I'm going to stop the video call.